So my whole life I've used, cheaper chains. Back in the day, Saks was the brand. They made, they were the established brand for bicycle chains. Eventually, Grip Shift took them over, and Grip Shift is now SRAM. So SRAM is quote unquote the chain company. We use KMC for our chains, and they're great, right? And so those are mostly chains I've used my entire life. I mean, maybe I've used some other chains, but I guess, yeah, I use Shimano chains on my high-end road bikes. And my high-end mountain bikes too, actually. Okay, so I've used a few different brands of chains, but for the most part, over the past couple decades, I've been going with cheap chains, and they work great. I wear them out, just throw another cheap chain and, wear that one out. No big deal. And yeah, so SRAM is definitely the established brand. KMC is more of the OEM market leader, right? Original manufacturer for bikes, factory bikes. But it's funny, like we used to sell a lot of campy stuff a while ago, camping YOLO, road bike stuff, like crazy amounts of camping YOLO stuff. Like trust me, it would be impressive for a lot of people. And I thought it was pretty cool. And I had access to these titanium chains, these Whipperman titanium chains. And I'm like, man, I got to get some of this stuff. You know what I mean? So I got some they were like, I think 9, 10 speed, campy, compatible. They're old now, you know what I mean? And so I got these titanium chains, and it was interesting because, it looks like a normal chain, I mean, for the most part. So let me talk about them. First of all, they're a little bit lighter than a regular chain. The only part that's titanium is the rivets, because titanium bends. And, my understanding is if you're going to use it on the links, it'll just bend, seize up, and your drivetrain is going to be trash. That's what I've been told. I'm not saying it as though I know it's true, but that's what I've been told, because titanium does flex a lot, too much, right? That's the argument. And so they just use it at the pins, and whatever. The truth is, I don't know how well these Whipperman titanium chains hold up, and these chains are so expensive. I remember back in the day, they used to cost like 300 plus. I expect nowadays probably over 500, if not 600 for a chain. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't think I spent more than $20 on a chain in my life. Maybe I did, but I just remember chains are like, you know what I mean? They're just, you just drop 20 bucks to get a chain that, I mean, I still have extra chains and boxes that I bought for under $20. So like getting a chain for hundreds upon hundreds of dollars, it's just weird. And, you open it up. I mean, you look at and it looks like a normal chain. There's nothing there. And the truth is, no one buys these things. So if these things fail, you're never going to know. There's no metrics. There's no numbers. Generally Saks, and SRAM is the established brand because they work. They didn't break. These chains actually held up really well, and that's why they ended up dominating the market. Who knows about this titanium Whipperman stuff? Does it work? No one even owns them. And if anybody was stupid enough to buy one and it breaks, they're not going to tell anybody how ridiculous they are to spend crazy amounts of money for something that doesn't work. I mean, I'd be ashamed of it if I did something like that. If it works, it just works. And it's the worst investment financially for the weight gain. Actually, it's not weight gain; it's a weight gain by subtracting, right? So it's a weight loss. But man, you're talking about hundreds of dollars for minimal advantage. And generally, rotating weight is what you want to remove from a bike first. It has more effect, right? That creates more resistance, especially further from the center of rotation. So you look at the wheels. I don't know anybody looks at a chain. I mean, really, and especially if a chain fails, your bike is done. So, given the fact there are no metrics on these things, they're crazy expensive. I just don't see it. I don't see a reason to even consider a titanium chain. However, there's one cool thing about them. The box they came in was impeccable. It was so cool. Generally, you buy bike stuff and it comes in, like crappy plastic, just cheap boxes, paper. And this, the Whipperman chain came in a box that would be perfect for a really nice diamond necklace. I mean, it was a beautiful little presentation. Really, it was like, whoa. Thing is, like, if you're selling stuff, who needs a presentation? I don't, yeah, I just, it didn't matter to me. So I thought it was really impressive. It was the nicest box I've ever seen on a bicycle part in my life, by far. Right, by far. Not even, I've never seen anything that's even remotely comparable. And so if that matters to you, then, it's definitely, something you can talk about. I mean, I mean, people would love, oh, look at this chain I just got. Oh my God, look at the box. I mean, you can definitely have some neat conversations about it, but really tough to justify the expense with an unknown failure rate. There's no metrics that are known on that stuff. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Bye.